Good morning. As you can see behind me, the road is in. It's a little foggy out this morning, so it gets a little blurry back there, but you can also see the excavator and the skid steer right there. And that is the beginning of our new hydroponic greenhouse. They've had to take out the root mat, like scrape that off, and backfill it with sand, and they'll do that for like another foot, maybe 6 to 8 inches up, and then they're going to top that with more rock, kind of like what's over my shoulder here on the road, and that will give us a porous base that will drain if we need it to. You know, there's always spills in a hydroponic greenhouse, but that'll allow it to drain if necessary, but also get it above grade so that when we get heavy rains, it doesn't fill up with water, it doesn't intrude, which is one of the problems we have in our current greenhouse. Is I didn't get the foundation of it exactly correct. So there's a couple of low spots where water comes in from the high side and runs literally through the floor or underneath the floor of the greenhouse and out the other side. Learn to deal with it, but it's not ideal by any means. So if we're going to do it again, we're going to do it right this time and pay the professionals to get the pad built correctly and elevated so we don't have that problem again. Beyond the pad, up there in the corner, right about there, we have identified the possibility of a drain field. Working on that now, waiting on the county to come out and check it and tell us what we can do. But other than that, that's like the major progress for the day. The other things that we have going on, you can see the debris behind me back here, right there. We've got a couple of piles of that need to be burned off. But back here on this tree line, we're putting in a ditch that goes across the back of the property. Number one, to help identify the end of the property, but also because there's a ditch on the center line between us and the neighbor right there. But that ditch doesn't drain anywhere. It's just a ditch that holds water. So we're going to create an outlet that comes all the way across and over to this side, which is the main ditch that runs back to the creek. And that will help us get large amounts of water off of the property faster. It doesn't drain the best all the time. When you get 6 inches in 24 hours, it tends to sit on top and hold. And that's because we have a clay layer underneath the topsoil that doesn't absorb as fast. It's not sand, so it doesn't go right through. With that said, that's where we are for the projects. And we are moving along. It's just going to take time. I'm estimating that we might be able to get a crop out of the market garden field late spring. It just depends on when they get done scraping it and burning that off so that I can get the lime in the ground. But we might be able to get something out of it this spring. But the two buildings will be in the coming year. Like, we'll get the pads built out for the greenhouse and then get this one scraped out, but we'll let the foundation company set that for the metal building that's coming over there. Next up is power and water. As soon as all of this is set up, we'll call the company and get a power pole dropped, and we will get a well contractor to come in and drop us an agricultural well, and that will kind of jumpstart what is going to be going on for everything else. So we'll update you as it happens.